Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside the Soul Assassin, Kevin Ross. Second fight back here from your ACL surgery. Safe to say you're going to feel a little more comfortable maybe than the first go-around this time.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, I still felt pretty stiff. Wasn't too hesitant, which was good. You know, that was the main thing I was a little worried about. I mean, everything was coming out good, but, you know, my combinations weren't coming as smoothly. It's kind of one or two at a time as opposed to my normal flow. So hopefully it'll be a little bit better this time.
You can, of course, catch the fights live, Access TV, Friday night, Lion Fights Promotions. Talk about the growth of Muay Thai, and obviously a big stage once again here on Access TV being broadcast to potentially millions of viewers.
It's been huge, you know. So many people in the sport been waiting for this for so long, including me. You know, I always tell people, I always knew it would get to this point, even though this is just a starting point, but I wasn't quite sure if I would still be fighting when it happened. You know, I knew it would help it get there, but to be a part of it as this is all going on, it's great for me and everyone involved.
Talk about, you know, the trials and tribulations and getting to this point. Obviously sort of a homecoming for you as well. You know, you moved to California and you're back here at your old stomping grounds. Yeah,
I mean, with the ACL injury and, you know, the moving and everything, just lots of different stuff going on, but you know, I feel like I'm finally back and, you know, where I need to be, and I'm at a good place where I'm continuing to grow, you know, at my new gym, CSA, in Dublin, California, so it's all kind of falling together.
I'm super excited for this fight and been so for a long time. This card is just awesome. There's a big MMA card this weekend too. You had some nice shout outs there from Nick on Instagram. I noticed there, giving you some love.
Yeah, I was all night. My thing was blowing up. I was like, "Geez, man, you should have done this a long time ago." So you know, all his fans are wanting to follow me now because the ones that didn't know who I was before. So yeah, it's cool, the kind of crossover thing, helping each other out and stuff. So I'm looking forward to his fight.
I was talking to Simon and Artem Levin here earlier about sort of, you know, Muay Thai and MMA fans not being, the casual fan in MMA, not being knowledgeable about Muay Thai or knowing about it sort of, but they'll tend to boo when the ground game comes in MMA, and it's kind of like, do you get frustrated? Like, well, then watch Muay Thai, dummy.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody does. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but, you know, I don't think a lot of stuff in this country makes a whole lot of sense. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I think once people really start to see it and learn about it, know about it, you know, sometimes the cultural aspects of it can throw Americans off because they don't want nothing to do with that. But, you know, I think once it starts growing, once people really start to learn about the tradition and see how passionate the fighters are and stuff, it's just going to blow up, I think. Talk
about the matchup this Friday night and your opponent and where you, you know, how you see the fight playing out.
His name is Bernie Mendieta. He's a champ from England. I don't know a whole lot about him. One of my friends fought him a few years ago. So that's all the only information I really have on him. I've seen a few clips. I know he comes to fight, which I do too. So it'll be a good one for the fans, I'm sure. And like I said, I'm looking back to get back to my old ways.
Is it a little frustrating? Obviously, you have Tiffany on the card, but Joe got bounced a little bit, so that's kind of frustrating, right?
Yeah, you know, it's hard for us all. I mean, even though it's him dealing with it, it affects us all, you know. I mean, having all three of us on the card, it would have been great. I mean, two's still great, but, you know, what affects one of us affects us all. We're a team, we're a group, you know, and it can be hard. And I know he'll be on the next one, he'll be okay, but I know it's going to be hard for him to sit by and watch. But at least we're fighting, and he can kind of be involved secondhandly.
I'm hearing that, you know, not looking past your opponent here, but I'm hearing that you could be a co-main on the next card against Embry. Does that excite you and give you a little motivation going into this fight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the most important fight is the one coming up, so always. And people have been talking about the Embry fight for a while, and so it looks like it might actually happen in May, which would be good. You know, I know the fans want to see it, and I'd like to see it. So we'll just see what happens. I got to get through this one, and then 10 weeks later, maybe that one.
Talk about your preparation for this fight and anything else you want to say.
You know, training was good. I went over to Thailand for 2 weeks, back to Sitmon Chai, which I'd been to once before. You know, kind of started my camp out over there, and then came back here for another 4 weeks, I think. And training's been great, you know, and no problems. Knees feeling great as always, and just like I said, getting all that flow back and all my tricks and stuff. So everything's been good.
The weight obviously great. You're a pound off already, and you got a day to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, 147 is a weight class up for me. So, you know, last time I came in 2 pounds light, and I didn't cut any weight. I just woke up and didn't eat. So, you know, it's pretty easy, but I'm trying not to get too comfortable because the next one's going to be dropping back down my normal weight class. So I wanted to make it as easy as possible, whereas before when I'd fight at this weight class, I'd bulk up because the guys are a lot bigger, but I didn't really feel like torturing myself, especially my first few fights back. So, yeah, it's been easy. I love it.
All right, man. Appreciate the time. Be sure to tune in to this man, Kevin, the Soul Assassin Ross. Follow him on Twitter, the Soul Assassin, and Access TV Friday night. Don't miss it. Gonna be fireworks.